Previously on the Steve Saga. Okay, looks like I'm gonna just go in.
Sabre, don't.
What? Overseer, what are you... Blue Steve? What are you guys doing here? I know I just got here and I might be changing things up really fast, but aren't you sick of hiding? Aren't you sick of feeling weak? Aren't you sick of knowing that you can't fight back with your own powers?
No, Sabre. For once, Steve's, we're safe.
Give me 1 day.
One day, Sabre. We'll be waiting for you. And Sabre,
Yeah,
don't you lose hope either, friend.
I won't. Time to see what's inside of this cave. Hello? 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 You're not a witch, are you? You're an Alex! An Alex? I don't get it. I know that there's Alexes, but I never really considered them being here with Steves and all that. Hi. Look, I don't mean, ow! What are you doing? Wait, I don't mean any harm. I'm a good guy. Hello? No, she ran away. I can't believe there was an Alex here. How is that even possible? Of course there's a way, but why? Why was she even in this cave?
Sabre, what happened?
What? Overseer?
Where's the witch? Where'd she go? Did she hurt you?
The witch was... It was an Alex. Did you know?
What? No, what, Sabre?
Did you know that it was an Alex that was in this cave?
What's an Alex?
Of course. You wouldn't know what an Alex was. I don't think any Steve probably knows what an Alex is. This changes everything. The witch that you guys think was in here wasn't actually a witch. It was an Alex. You saw the witch down here once, right?
Yeah, of course I did.
So you clearly saw that it wasn't actually a witch, right?
But no, Sabre, you don't understand.
What do you mean, I don't understand? You've been shunning someone that obviously isn't a witch. What were you doing, Overseer?
Sabre, it wasn't a Steve. I didn't know who it could be. I had to think of the Steves.
Yeah, but what about her? You guys made her just seclude herself inside of a cave. She looked so scared. I tried to approach her and, well, I didn't really think that she would get so scared like that. She ran away. She has powers. I don't understand. Didn't you even bother to try and figure out who this was?
No, but Sabre, I did it for the betterment of the Steves, Sabre.
I know that you say that, and I know you tried to do what was best for all these Steves, especially since it was dangerous for them, if you don't know who it is, but this is bad. Overseer, Alex, she's different. She's not a witch, but she's not a Steve. She's basically a Steve's other, well, counterpart.
What do you mean, counter? You're saying there's people like Steves out there, but not?
I don't know how to explain it. I never really thought that an Alex would be here. This is new to me as well. But yeah, there are people like Steves, but, well, they're called Alexes, and they're the counterpart of Steves. At least that's what I think. But this Alex, she seems so scared. How long has she been in here? How long have people been shunning her? She must have been so lonely. Overseer, I know that you wanted to protect the Steves, but this is bad. You have been shunning probably the only Alex to ever exist here.
I didn't think about it that way. The only thing I saw was it wasn't a Steve, and I have that rule there for a reason, Sabre.
I know, but Alexes are close to Steves. Very close. You would probably gotten to know her. You probably would have figured it out. I don't even know if she can speak or anything, but she seems so scared. I feel so bad for her. I know it's not your fault, but this is really bad. You've been ruining someone's life without you even knowing it.
Probably right, Sabre.
Overseer, I know that you have this rule about no Steves making contact with non-Steve people, but I think it's time for you to put that rule away. If I had listened to that rule, well, I wouldn't have met you. And if I had also listened to that rule, I wouldn't have figured out who was in this cave. If you had told me to walk away, I wouldn't have figured it out. I wouldn't have noticed that there was an Alex in there. An Alex with powers. Think about it. All of these Steves throughout this land, they've lost their abilities, right?
You're right, Sabre.
Well, an Alex with powers shows that she at least has the powers. What if there's other Alexes? What if there's a bunch of Alexes and I haven't even realized that? I haven't even bothered looking for them. They could be the way that we could defeat Origin Steve. They have abilities. Well, at least she did.
But Saber, what are you talking about? There are more of them? That was the first one I've ever seen. And I've been watching I've been here a really long time, Saber.
You're saying that you haven't seen any other Alex ever?
No, that was the first time I've ever seen anybody look like that, and kind of threw me off.
And I guess I can understand why you wanted to stay away, but oh man, just imagine being in her position, feeling alone, like no one can help her, feeling misunderstood. She's more powerful than all of the Steves. No wonder that they all shunned her, especially you guys, but imagine, she probably just showed up out of nowhere one day, right?
I guess so.
So think about where she's been before. The other people that pushed her away must be terrified. I need to go and figure out where she is. I need to find her.
But Saber, how are you gonna find her? She could be literally anywhere by now.
You're right. Down inside of this cave, maybe there's a hint as to where she could have gone. She did live in this cave. Maybe there was something she left behind. It's just a bed, nothing in the furnace. There's a lot of glowstone. I don't understand where she could have gone, but we need to find her, Overseer. Believe me, you say that you want to protect the Steves, and I told you that I want the Steves to prosper. This Alex, she can be the key, the answer to all of this.
You're right. Saber, we need to go and find them.
You don't understand how special an Alex is to a world of Steves. I have no idea how any of this works. Obviously, I figured out that the Steves, they generate through the creation of Origin Steve, and they naturally generate throughout the world. But an Alex with a bunch of abilities like that, I have no idea how she got here. If I can find her, I can ask her those questions, but you have a point. I have no idea where to find her. Overseer, I don't suppose you have some hidden ability or something, do you?
No, maybe you're right, Saber. But still, you have to think about this logically. She was here for a reason, Saber. She must have been shunned for something. There's a reason they're alone, Saber.
What are you saying? Are you implying that she did something so horrible she was trying to hide in a cave?
Look, Saber, I'm not saying what we did was right, but I'm saying that I would do it again if it meant protecting the Steves.
You serious right now? Just sounded like you felt bad about all of it. You can't be serious. You drove someone to hide in this cave, feel shunned. You never even got to try and understand what situation she was in. Are you serious?
Saber, of course I'm serious, but I truly am sorry for this person. And
it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you're still just blindly trying to protect the Steves. How do you know that she couldn't have helped you? What if she was your solution? You didn't even bother trying.
I know, Saber, but I also know that this Alex you speak of has a tremendous amount of power. And
don't you want someone like that on your side?
I don't know. Most people end up on the opposite side, Saber.
I
haven't had too much luck recently.
I know you've been through a lot of generations of Steves, and you've probably seen a lot of things that I couldn't even comprehend, but I know when I saw that Alex, she just seemed so scared. She seemed truly, genuinely scared and just worried about herself. Can't you think about someone else other than a Steve? For once, I feel like when you started this whole journey, it was for Galaxy Steve and I, because you wanted to keep our legacy going, but I think you've lost the entire fact that I just want everyone to be safe, everyone to be happy. The Steves were just the people in most need back then. Can't shun a bunch of people trying to keep your own people safe. If you want to get this whole entire realm to be at peace, you'll always have people divided if you try that.
Maybe you're right, Saber. But what I've done so far has kept us alive, Saber. And I don't think changing anything now is a good idea.
You can be scared of change all you want, but every now and then you should embrace it, Overseer. You should embrace the fact that things change around you. They could be for the better if you actually gave it a shot. You didn't even bother talking to her. No one did. All the Steves feared her. She could be misunderstood for all we know. She could be a genuine person. Yeah, you're right. She could have been a monster. She could be shunned by everyone because she did awful things, but you didn't even bother checking it out. And if you guys are too scared to check it out, then I'll just do it on my own.
No, Saber, don't go alone.
I know you want to protect the Steves, but it's what has to be done. I've been searching for something that could possibly help us, and that witch, well, that person you called a witch is an Alex, and I have a feeling that that person can save us. With or without your help, I'm gonna have to do this.
Can't you just leave it alone, Saber? Can't you just leave it all behind you? Huh? Do you have to go and ruin everything, Saber?
If it means that you're gonna hate me, then I understand. Go ahead and hate me. Find anyone you can to blame for this misfortune. But I'm gonna make sure that the Steves prosper. not live like animals like they do now, that have to scrounge around, scavenge, and live in fear. Overseer, I thought that we had come to terms with all of this, but after seeing that it was an Alex, I'm not backing down. I'm gonna find that Alex, and I'm gonna show you that that Alex was just misunderstood. That she could save the Steves. That maybe it doesn't take a Steve to save the Steves, but an Alex. I'm gonna do it, whether you come with me or not.
No, Saber, wait!